Yeah. Back. Thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Going in on the bullshit. Today we talking about Talib Kweli. What up, Afro Troop? Yo, you modded up, Afro Troop. Now, whatever that means, you might have to be able to click on somebody and put them on timeout and some shit. I don't know, but it got the wrench by your name, my man. So that means that you are in the game, man. So let's get this work done, man. Appreciate you for showing up, bro. Thank you for clicking on real quick. You ain't waste no time. So like I said, man, today we talking about motherfucking Talib Kweli. And the thing with Talib is, look, like I said, man, this is a topic I wanted to go in on my late Friday cast, because I think this shit happening for weeks and weeks, and I ain't say nothing because ain't nobody say nothing. I'm like, all right, maybe he'll go away. But okay, So Talib Kweli, yes, the rapper, Talib Kweli, if you want to call him that, a rapper. All right. He spent the past few weeks disparaging ADOS, all because he don't like Donald Trump. Let that shit sink in first. Let that sink in. So, hold up. Y'all know I can't get started without this shit, man. Hold up. On their ass, you understand? Hold up. Let me get with this program over here. Let me get with the wickedness that they got going on out here in this bitch. Understand? And going at these idiots. So like I said, man, he spent the past few weeks going in disparaging ADOS, all because he don't like Donald Trump. So because one man don't like Donald Trump with his little singular ass issue of not liking Trump, he thinks black men, women, and children don't need to be economically uprighted by taking money from all people and institutions who fractionalized us and continue policies of benign neglect towards us. All right, and I touched on this on my video about the Moors, you know what I mean? And them, sort of, portions of them rather, sort of bratting it up about nationality and status and law and all of this shit, right? And we have to take note of people who want to force an intersection of their personal shit and ideology with one of ADOS tangibles, you know what I mean? And with particularly the issue of ADOS tangibles known as reparations. And as Talib he's one of the motherfuckers that he want to make this false intersection of I don't like Trump and intersect that with money a specific group of people of black population need to be getting and are owed. He's also trying to attach false labels to ADOS, like reactionary. I saw that shit on his little Twitter feed. And that's a dog whistle to white society. He's showing white America that he's willing to go after black people using their verbiages. Now, when have we seen that, y'all? That's the first sign of a compromised coon-ass nigga. We've seen that happen with plenty of coons past. Motherfuckers that start talking like white people and people who don't, or rather white supremacist societies, figureheads. We've seen that shit before. What do they turn out to be? Coon-ass, compromised, bitch-ass motherfuckers, right? That's the first sign of a coon-ass nigga. When white society, they hear shit like a reactionary, historically, we still talk about history, they start to think radicalized group. You know what I mean? Some sort of fringe effort trying to subvert white power. You know what I mean? And of course, reacting to being owed money, reactionary, the root word is react. Of course, reacting to being owed some shit, goddammit. Your ass owed some paper in this bitch. Yeah. what happened? People will react when you owe them money that you ain't paid them. That's how the shit go. You know what I mean? And what he's doing is he's mislabeling ADOS to get a false alarming out to white society, in my opinion. I mean, he's trying to have the government at niggas. You understand? And in the political world, I mean, it ain't no big deal. The government done already came to our door offering little plates and offerings that we've been courted with. It's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going for nothing that don't speak to no black agenda shit. But he wants to paint ADOS as this monstrous mafia of cunning, underhanded, underworld ass people. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it's for his own little snake ass, serpentine ass, animal ass reasons. A little punk ass motherfucker, nerd ass nigga reasons, right? He's trying to label us in a way to heighten, I would say, just the ignorant white person's fear around ADOS. That's the only thing he could be trying to get out of that, in my opinion. And that's a very bitch ass nigga move. That's very bitch ass niggery. It's very bitch ass niggery of you, Talib Kweli. If you listen, I know you out there, little bitch nigga. That's some whole ass shit, nigga. You a bitch. You a bitch nigga for that shit, huh? And you know, we're gonna touch on the labels that motherfuckers need to be getting around this bitch, since we want to talk labels. But he's also on this Pan-African shit, y'all. Like, and you know, like we say, Pan-Africanism without betting it, it's just an open door policy for Africans. And that shit is dangerous when they're being put in position to be valued more than ADOS and being prized more than ADOS by design of white supremacist society, because white supremacist society doesn't owe African countries like they owe us. Y'all, you know, we talk about that. They're in bed with African countries. They were in bed, rather, with African countries to pull off our enslavement. I mean, they're in bed to do fucked up shit by way of Africa. And then it was in bed with the Moors pulling off our enslavement. You know, we could get into that, but let me just dial in on a few things. So he's on social media, on Twitter in particular. He's doing some Asian detractor type shit. I mean, belittling the objectives behind ADOS. He's been doing it for almost damn near 2 months now, is what it looked like. And people have been touching his nerves. So at this point, he's just, you know, whining and being a baby about it. He's looking like a whining ass, baby ass troll over the shit, like a true troll. Now his ass is on some name calling shit. This shit is all rolling like a ball, Martin ass shit. I mean, you stupid, and fuck you, and suck my dick, and that's how you know a man is beat. You understand? And what the fuck, man? Intelligent people, us, the intelligent world known as ADOS, we ain't gonna get in all of that. Understand? You bring the facts and get the fuck out of our face. Keep it simple. But he ain't got no facts. It's all trolling. And how is he trolling? Well, he keep doing it in ways that a white supremacist terrorist society has taught its Stockholm syndrome having ass Negro population to do, or that it depends on the weak nigga to do, or to be able to do, right? And he's on some, oh, y'all bad for saying that shit, for calling out a white society. Ooh, it's bad to be ADOS, but then totally ignore and totally don't address what it was meant to remedy, and totally don't address the reasoning behind it having to exist in the first place. All right, and that's what his whole account on Twitter seems like it's been devoted to over the past few weeks. I've been watching this shit back and forth with him and the founders of ADOS, with Antonio Moore, with Yvette Carnell, and the economist, Dr. Sandru Darity. I'll give an example. On the ADOS website, ADOS 101. Go to ADOS 101, check the shit out. Shit is what it is. Oh, all right, so people do kind of want to show these comments real quick. I'm gonna show some comments and let's get this shit going real quick. Take a quick Yeah, quick ass little break to do this shit real quick. All right, so I think we in a better position with these comments. I hope y'all can see what y'all put out. But like I said, on the ADOS website, ADOS 101, you know, these people are laying out their ideations behind the shit they created. You know what I'm saying? So who is a motherfucker like him to try to come in and try to say what the fuck it is? Like, he a bitch ass nigga for that. But he's on the site, they're basically laying out what foundational blacks need to be getting as far as the wealth transfer from white society to black society. It needs to happen the backwards way, right? Because we all know that was the issue with slavery, is that it was a mass wealth transfer from ADOS, foundational black society, to all of society, right? And when it came time to reparate us for making the wealth in society, white supremacist interests in society gave the wealth to white people, Latinos, Asians, Indians. Really went out of their motherfucking way to produce these loyal lapdog classes that I talk about, who will perpetually not stand up for ADOS getting shit, because they felt, well, hey, white society already singled us out as special and above these Negroes who built the wealth of the entire motherfucking country. Let's hear that white supremacist dog whistle and keep accepting the step ups, right? While looking at foundational black people like, hey, you just pull yourself up by your ADOS bootstraps. I don't know why them niggas just can't get it right. You know what I'm saying? You see? And Talib Kweli, he wants to be on that side of life. And I'm going to break down a few things as to why I think that might be the case with this punk-ass motherfucker, man. I don't want to cuss too much about it. I like to keep it kind of, I try to G-rate my shit sometimes, man, but it's hard, man. When motherfuckers touch certain nerves, I'll be like, oh, yeah, it's that word. Saying, then I go on to my plane. So he spent time going to this ADOS website. He goes on the site, twisting the words of Tone, Sandy Darity, and Yvette, and then he puts it on Twitter as if what he's saying about the movement is fact. So he's trying to sell foundational black America that ADOS is pro-Trump, saying ADOS supports Reagan, and I'm saying he's going through all these loops of logic, all of these grandiose, expansive ass synopsises of the shit. And you know, some niggas are just too smart for their own good, man. You know, if he checked himself and was really out to be a genuine investigator of what ADOS actually symbolizes and stand on for real, it's motherfucking clear. Of course the shit is clear. If you go to the site, shit, you'll see the creators of it tell you what the fuck it means. You know what I'm saying? But if he was trying to be genuine about the shit, is my point, like, he would see that we ain't gonna be scared into the conversation of Donald Trump coming. Oh, Donald Trump coming. Oh, the Republicans is coming. Republicans bad. Oh, they bad. I mean, that's a conversation for a slave-minded motherfucker out here. And Talib thinks so little of black society that if he's ever faced with any opposition to the Democratic Party, he gonna get his ass in a screw. Is what it looked like. And y'all know we've been going in on the various plates these political figures have put in front of us thus far, saying kindly, no, nope, nope, and nope. Kindly, you know what I'm saying? No, take that shit back to where you prepared it from. No, Kamala, we're not going for it. Where are the tangibles at? Where's the black agenda? Right? Andrew Young, I saw him on the Breakfast Club. I got something for him this week. Nope, take that shit back to where you got it from. You got to say black agenda or you fucking up if you don't got an agenda. Take that shit back. Nope. Elizabeth Warren. Nope. Your ass ain't an Indian, bitch. Take your little fake ass imaginary ass on somewhere else, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Where's the black agenda? Marianne Williamson, 100 billion ain't really shit. Where's the black agenda? Where's the real monetary shit? Go talk to these motherfuckers that's got the numbers. We got the numbers on the banks and the insurance companies and all this other shit we need to be getting, tax-free status, all this other shit we talking about. Bitch, where's that? Nope, take that back to where you got it from, right? Where's the black agenda? Where's the reparations? Like, we on this shit, right? And Talib gonna act like we ain't been doing all of that in continuum. You understand? And he's purposely trying to tell us we're not reading what we're reading on the ADOS 101 site. I mean, what's even more fucked up, what makes it even more psychotic that he would come at us like this, is he's trying to say to us that our mind isn't synced in to the frequency of getting, understand, locally up to federally out of this system. We've been on it. We talking social, economic, political. We've been constantly forcing that to the forefront of everybody's minds. As far as the conversation of the black experience is concerned, we've been doing that. And that's what I don't respect. You know what I mean? It's called gaslighting when a motherfucker try to make you believe that you're not saying some shit that you're saying, or that you're not doing some shit that you're actually doing. And that's very white supremacist ass sucking-ish. I mean, very non-ADOS bratish. Again, my non-ADOS black people, y'all ain't shit if y'all don't go in on this type of dude. It shouldn't be just us fighting off these detractors to our cause. And you see, we stay pointing out motherfuckers who fighting for us and who not. That's why the line got to be drawn between us and the population of black immigrants who come from, you know, the vetted diaspora coon population. Y'all understand? Talib Kweli, he comes from vetted diaspora coons. Y'all probably didn't know that shit. He come from vetted diaspora coons who are out of touch with the groundwork of building motherfucking America in the first place. Okay? That's the problem with a lot of these second generation blacks. They are out of touch with the groundwork of what built America. Us. We're the fucking groundwork. And his motherfucking ass is talking reckless out of being out of touch in that way. You know, so fuck all that stupid shit. Not to get too much into his personal life, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm gonna do a little bit of that just for the fucking shit, right? But, you know, I heard, you know, he a boarding school boy. He went to Cheshire Academy in Connecticut. He's gonna lay down a few things. As a kid, he went to Cheshire Academy in Connecticut. And, you know, I looked up Cheshire Academy on the internet today, y'all. Cheshire Academy is, by today's valuation, it's 58 G's to go to that school. 58 G's. This is now. So who imagine what it was back then? But 58 G's to go to a fucking school as a kid. I'm thinking he on some boule shit. Nisha, I just saw your comment, Miss Lady. This has been my thought. I think that motherfucker a boule nigga. Ain't no nigga paying 58 G's to go to no goddamn school. 58 G's, homie. So this nigga probably boule for a long time. I think he boule, y'all. So I'm gonna just say that. You know what I mean? But the point sit that you paying 58 G's. I'm just saying about today's figures. It might have been about 40 G's, some shit, 30 G's, some shit. I don't know. When he was coming up, who knows? But it's a lot of shit that you won't engage in as a kid up close when you look outside your window every day. If you're paying 58 G's to go to some fucking school. I mean, you're not going to see the effects of black lockout caused by institutional deprivation of ADOS people only, right? You're not gonna see no soap in the schools. You're not gonna see no books in the fucking schools. I mean, we didn't have no soap in our fucking schools coming up. In my school, I didn't have no soap. We ain't had no soap. We ain't had no books. You know what I'm saying? We had our books locked up. And when I saw where the books was at one day, I was like, damn, the books is in there. It was like, wow, they're in a fucking closet in the middle of the school, like a closet, like in the middle of nowhere, like a janitor's closet. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? We got books? Oh, but they locked that shit up quick. So, you know what I'm saying? certain shit that you're not going to see when you at Cheshire Academy. You're not going to see bullet holes in the fucking school. Bullet holes in my fucking school, homie. Understand? So again, y'all know where I'm from. Put that shit together, man. Bullet holes in my school. Bullet holes blowing out the glass in the school. We running from drive-bys and shit. Trying not to get shot every fucking day. Homie, you're not going to see the guns. You're not going to see the dope. You're not going to see your childhood associates as a child be dope dealers and on every fucking corner. So not just the corner that I'm standing on, the corner right up the way, more dope dealers, the corner right up the other way, more dope dealers. You understand? You know what I'm saying? And then you got to go to school after saying all of that. You got to go to school after saying all of that shit. So I came up during the crack era. I'm speaking like with Tone. I'm on Tone shit. Like, man, we came up during the crack era, homie. So, you know, we done seen the destruction the shit caused. How that shit can just hobble your whole fucking life. And as I came up, shit, you know, then I got into the, you know, slanging and catching cases and niggas snitching and all this shit while being told by motherfuckers like Oprah and shit, black men are bad and black men be gay, and while being told by niggas like Steve Harvey, all black men should just wear suits and shit is all cool after that. You know what I mean? All the bullshit just stops automatically after that, right? When niggas is in the game, man, going through shit, you understand? You listen to that, trying to get through. You know what I'm saying? And then in another ear, you hearing niggas say, yeah, man, we ain't trying to get no job. We trying to hustle, nigga. Everybody around you trying to find legal hustles out the shit. You got the gang unit coming down hard in your city. Everybody's trying to make it out of your part of the city. And we're looking at Talib Kweli, Cheshire boarding school ass nigga. Y'all see what I'm saying? Descendants of Haitian parents. Somebody said he was Haitian. His parents were Haitian. And somebody said Nigerian. But then I got more people saying he was Haitian. So I'm going to say Haitian. And I think both of his folks is like PhDs and shit. So, you know, he wanted to be a rapper. He wanted to rap. Conscious rap. But as the clock spin, he want to talk shit about ADOS. Because for all of his learning and all the little hip-hoppity marable and parable and arable and caribou and shit he be talking, man, all that shit, he's still ignorant of the institutional impact of slavery. Or either he knows of this shit and he want to ignore it because of some agent-ass, detractor-ass reason for the shit. That's what I'm thinking is happening. And in all his tweets, I mean, he never addressed the fact. He never really brought it up and said, hey, well, you know, I just don't realize the impact of American DOS and the impact it had on white wealth, immigrant wealth, and institutionally by way of like politics. You know what I mean? And that we didn't have the same hard boost, and that everybody else got the big boost out of our enslavement except us. He never just came out and said, yo, I just didn't realize, because he's going in hard on niggas, and niggas is like, man, what's up? You don't see this shit on me? Like, what? He never really is coming out and saying that, nor is he coming out and just asking, like, yo, what is the ADOS about? He just came out saying, oh, fuck y'all niggas, fuck y'all niggas. So we like, what? Why, nigga? Why, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the large part of the conversation is, I'm going to say he mad because he mad at Trump. He on some political party shit that we ain't even playing with in this day and age. The discussion is that black benign neglect in white supremacist politics has been the problem with both parties, all parties that have customarily been in the United States political process. That's why we charging all politicians from local to federal levels with putting tangibles in place for ADOS. I don't care if you are alderman, a mayor, a senator, no ADOS agenda, no ADOS vote, anywhere, at any level of government. And if your priority list as a politician didn't come from the ADOS community and you weren't vetted out and conditioned by our lobbyists, paid for by our banking, you on the outs with this politics conversation. Period. Motherfuckers got to come through us. Y'all know that's the stance that I've created on this channel amongst this conversation talking about tangibles. So, oh no. Who knows why he doing that type of shit? He might be on, he trying to get some extra, some, I don't know if it's butter biscuits. I don't know if he want them Cosby caps he be wearing. He wants some more Cosby caps from white mommy and daddy because he be wearing them motherfucking Farnsworth Bentley caps and shit. Like, all right. So, you know, and I know some of y'all might be hip hop fans and shit, but we, you know, y'all know right now, Talib Kweli, for y'all who've been paying attention to this shit, he's been identified by the black community at large as a voice for benign neglect. You know what I mean? All that rappity rap, hip hop, hippie hop shit aside, all that bohemian shit that he brought to the rap culture, all that boho culture, get that stupid old goofy ass shit out of here, man. Nigga. That's what I'm saying, man. He's about the benign neglect. He's about the same wheels being in motion. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him on Fox trying to get a spot next to Ben Shapiro. I wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to take Paris Denard's spot on CNN as the Negro pundit. I mean, they got an opening. They fired that nigga or suspended him, but we ain't seen him since. I think he might be vying for some shit like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he's going for. Because to come out of the woodwork so bitingly against the idea that's meant to help us as black people, I think he's already compromised, is what I'm thinking. Back when, you know, he did a few things, man. Like, if you go on his Wikipedia and shit and just kind of check his history, man, he's like, he was on the Occupy Wall Street. He came to one of those Occupy Wall Street things, and they made that a big media thing. Oh, Talib Kweli, he's at one of these Occupy Wall Street camps and that type of shit. He sat through that shit. He also stood up for Ashada Shakur being removed off the FBI watch list. Him and Mos Def, they protested and went out somewhere and was trying to see that shit happen. Because, you know, Assata, you know, she was being targeted by COINTELPRO, and it was alleged that she shot a New Jersey police officer, alleged. So I thought that was a cool move, but out of that shit, damn, you know, Trump was calling her a cop killer at the 40th anniversary of that whole extradition shit. Trump calling her a cop killer and all of this shit, talking about she need to be returned from Cuba, but, you know, the laws in place mean that Cuba don't got to do it. Them extradition laws mean they don't got to do shit. And for fights like that in Talib case, I can see where the seed for his anti-Trump stance come from. But we talking about the large picture. You understand me? Like, he shouldn't be letting his personal pursuits of whatever the fuck affect ADOS political mobility and what we need to be getting economically out of a system that has a blueprint for you getting, and we are up on the shit. He shouldn't be letting his personal pursuits affect what we out to do so haphazardly. I think he need to think that shit through, is my point. Because all that not requiring of politicians for any level of what we've done. We built an entire fucking country. All that not requiring the wealth gap be repaired in our favor. Just vote Democrat. Just vote Bernie Sanders. Just vote. That shit ain't shit. And people been giving it to him all on Twitter. They've been giving it to him. I've been watching him for weeks, hoping this shit would die down in a way, but he ain't stopping. So I got to put it on to my subscribers and at least let y'all know, look, your boy P see the bullshit, because we pointing out the detractors, people who don't want to see pro-black banking undergird pro-black lobbyism to condition the politicians that we are betting before elections, who will run our reparative agendas on course and don't be playing. We watching for the haters. He hating on efforts like that. And, you know, if y'all go on his Twitter, if I can pull anything up, y'all will notice, man, he'll go he'll get in these conversations with ADOS people, man. I got a link pulled up. Yeah. The point is, man, he'll go into conversations with ADOS people like the sovereign citizen motherfuckers do when they run out of facts. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this. When a motherfucker's knowledge set goes outside of their limited scope of what their little talking points have to be, motherfuckers start cussing people out. And I mean, like, where does that come from? I've gotten into conversations with scholars over this past week on Twitter. And I'll give you an example. I was building with a professor this week. His name is Walter Griesen out of New Jersey. He was talking about some of the states that he thinks should be getting like homestead types of land reparations. And he was just pointing out some states and some cities. And I was like, you know, I agree with a few of his, well, I agree with him saying Georgia as a state, but then he was picking New Jersey and other. I'm like, hold up. Why are you picking these other places, New Jersey and Wyoming? And I'm like, all right, why are you picking these certain places? And I guess from his studies and his work, he's like, you know, I'm just looking at places that are locally and statewide friendly to black people and all this other shit. And I'm like, all right, well, in my video that I did talking about the particular states that need to be involved as quick and easy test grounds, I was naming places as the majority black states. You know what I mean? Majority black states. I'm looking at the places like that. Mississippi, Georgia, Louisiana, them type of places, because black folk, we can get our money together quick in these little places. $40 for 4,000 people, that is the way to pay for one lobbyist that can get some shit cracking at a state level. That easy. $40 for 4,000 people. $40 times 4,000 people. It's real easy. Motherfuckers don't see this shit like that, but it's real easy. Like that. So I brought up the states that I was thinking about and spoke to that element of it. And I also told him, look, man, what happens at a state and a local level, motherfucker, that's what lobbyism is for. Or brother, that's what lobbyism is for. You know what I'm saying? And just left that point. And he was like, oh yeah, true. That is how this shit work. And he was like, you know, check out what we're doing at the New Jersey Center for one of these brothers that they built a house out there in New Jersey. Y'all might know of it. I went to the site, but I don't want to pull it up. Or do I pull it up? Should I pull it up? Let me see if I can get to it. Anyway, there's this house out there in New Jersey of one of their, you know, brothers out there, a brother who was about to have the house demolished, and they were fighting to make sure that the house didn't get demolished and all of this particular house that they were building. And that's what his little center was doing. And I'm like, all right, your center helped save a house for a brother that was about to have his house destroyed. That was a famous black figure out there in New Jersey. Okay. But then I went back on him and I was like, but does your center do any work with lobbyism? Does your center do any work with pro-black banking? Does your center do any work with reparative activities for ADOS blacks? All right. And he was like, well, you know, we kind of work on shit like that, or we kind of do shit like that, and then all that. You know what I mean? Here it go. Here's some of the tweets. I was like, look, I see your view, yet city or state government hostility isn't wholly in purpose. It's still practice to lobby local politicians in order to mobilize them. So yeah, we went in on that. But the guy was very respectful is the point that I'm trying to get to. The guy was very respectful, this Professor Walter Griesen. Right? That's my point. And Talib Kweli ain't bringing no respect to the shit. And that's a problem with me. What Talib looked like is a second generation, rich ass Haitian lineage nigga. A stick in the booty ass, rich Haitian nigga out of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Talking down to us working class black people because he in New York. And that's a whole state built on slave labor and a rich nigga that, all right, well, you just can't forget what's, I don't know. He's in a place, like I said, he in New York, and he can't, or he don't have it in his mind to really acknowledge what built New York. And I brought this up before. You can be in certain places and forget what's in play against American blacks and the process that it took to create institutionalized wealth lockout against this one group. And, you know, that was also one of the points I was making with Walter Griesen. Not saying like, yo, you need to pay attention to what we talking about, because this shit, you know, you East Coast niggas ain't paying attention to the real shit. But, you don't know. The institutionalized wealth lockout against one group, that's a process with many supporters. And in New Black Media, we ain't letting nobody slide by if their hands was involved in the process of keeping our wealth lockout in play. Politician, man on the street, whoever the fuck. And I'm gonna even go on a limb and say this shit, you know, Talib, I think that nigga mad because the memory of what built New York into a global financial center, let's just say he a Brooklyn ass nigga, all right, y'all niggas know out there, I ain't even gonna say nothing. The road to New York being a global financial center, it comes through ADOS. You understand? And ADOS, we ain't got no loyalty with nobody, to no party, when both sides have shown nothing but white supremacist antipathy toward black society and no black agenda throughout the whole mix. That's where we've gathered ourselves as a group, and it's kicking a hole in what politics has been used to around this bitch. The ebb and flow is no more. Y'all feel me? No black agenda, that's your ass. Vote-wise, resource-wise, we got a mind to expatriate a lot of things from society and repurpose a lot of our sweat equity in our society. And typical America ain't seen the Negroes like this in a while. You understand? Let's just talk the time frame. You know, the New York baby boomer immigrant motherfuckers who raised Talib Kweli, it's them baby boomers again. It was their generation who helped lull contemporary American society to sleep on black people and what we need to be getting, because they were the conform and get a job and don't make no waves and don't be out here wanting no smoke generation. But we coming up out of that, and we're acting on the notes that we've been taking from what they've been doing and what they haven't been doing, that particular generation. And I think Talib, you know, somewhere deep down, he know that his whole state notoriety in the modern world came from ADOS. And his spirit is telling him to be against it, because that's them Southern Negroes, right? Or maybe because his family Haitian, a lineage of people who come to America and don't want no strike. That's his problem. And, you know, not to throw the East Coast, the northeastern part of the U.S. under no kind of bus. You know what I'm saying? It's love like a motherfucker out there. I think Talib got that old pre-Civil War kind of mentality in constant play. The shit has been in constant play for decades out there, and decades after the Civil War. The East Coast nigga who ain't have to get off a plantation and wasn't wired to want to get away from white people's abuse, irrespective of political party. You understand? Like, you know, that's what we went through. So let's just talk about it. I think that shit lived on in niggas like Talib and a bunch of motherfuckers on the East Coast, and add in the immigrant black population that we got making it into New York and made New York into a mecca of immigrants in the 50s, 60s, 70s. Shit, in the 70s, it was blind Pan-Africanism for black people. If you were black, it was love. So then you got another group of black people, talking immigrants, dumped on top of the soft-handling white supremacy type cats already there, who was finger wagging them saying, hey, don't get no strikes. Them American blacks is bad. You should be, you know what I'm saying? We don't know nothing about what's going on. They want white society to pay up for doing wrong and perpetuating white evil. You can't be a part of that, brother, right? This is where his type mentality come from. All that reactionary and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I be watching them East Coast niggas, man, and all they shit. And I'm gonna just keep it real, man. When I'm around the East Coast cat, I ain't gonna front. I'm watching for the anti-South slick talk. I'm thirsty for it. I'm waiting for it. So, you know, come correct, because I'm the nigga that's keyed into that frequency. And if I sense the bullshit, it's gonna be a problem. That's just me. And, you know, back to the rappity rap shit with Talib Kweli, man. Shit, y'all know. You know, I fuck with all kind of music, man, coming up. I fuck with all kind of music, man. I can't say I came up off Talib Kweli, though. I was into more of the shooter rap. You know what I mean? I was into the violent shit on one side. But then I came up, before that, I was into, you know, Big Daddy Kane and who else, man? Cool G rap, man. Who else? You know, a lot of the gods, man. Like, before I even started studying the lessons of the gods, man, I was listening to the god rappers, and I was like, oh, yeah, these the motherfuckers. Even as a kid, I was like, yeah, these the motherfuckers. Though I didn't know largely what they was talking about, but I was like, yeah, I feel these niggas, though. It just happened to come out to be like that. I didn't start studying the gods until many years later. I mean, but shit, you know, I found Talib album. I found the Black Star album. Somebody gave me the Black Star album. I knew a few DJs and shit, and, you know, motherfuckers would just give me shit. And I got this Black Star album, the Mos Def and Talib Kweli shit, you know what I'm saying? I've always been more of a fan of Mos Def. I ain't gonna front, you know what I'm saying? Mos Def, you know, he's just more animated kind of style, you know what I'm saying? Not all that parable and marable and caribou and arable, you know what I'm saying? Not all that lyrical, miracle, spiritual shit too much. I mean, it was a little different. I mean, and that's what the fuck that shit was when it hit. When niggas in the South started getting a hold of that shit, you know what I'm saying? I supported they vibe of music, little bohemian hip hop, boho shit, you know what I'm saying? Koopy wearing it. All right, we would support that shit, man, to whatever the extent we could, because it was purposeful music. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad. You know, it had a measure of Black social consciousness to it that I appreciated at the time. Like, all right, I can appreciate this shit and with the fucking shit that we on. All right. And it excited that whole neo soul crowd, you know what I'm saying? Yo, the whole patchouli incense and the IRE crowd, like, all right, yeah, that's what they own. Word. You know what I'm saying? You do that. You know what I'm saying? I saw that. And, you know, but he never was my favorite rapper or no shit like that out of their crew. And I always looked at him as like a second-tier nigga of the group. And that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, I also want to put this to y'all also, man, so y'all, you know, want to put your finger on it as I bring it up. And if y'all ever are asked about it, y'all will know. So, you know, I don't do dirt slinging on my channel. That ain't what the fuck I do. At least not from a malicious place. You know, black folk, we got to keep our conversation to a certain frequency. But, you know, once a motherfucker show traitorism and shit like that, it becomes fuck that nigga, right? So I just want to, you know, I found myself looking for dirt. Like, man, what the fuck do he do that's dirt? Just so I can know, right? Yo, last year, like about middle of the year, last year, like around June-ish, Talib Kweli, he got accusation of trying to make moves on this chick named Rez, an artist that he signed to his label. What is this label called? Pavarotti? What is it? Let me pull the name of his label. Javati, I think is the name of his label. Let me click over to one of these. Javati Media is the name of his independent record label, right? He got accused of trying to, you know, push up on this chick, and she had an album evidently that she made with his label and shit, with his little crew, whatever the fuck, and he wasn't putting it out. allegedly, because she wasn't putting out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know if I get an interview with this chick, you know, I got her Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I might froth it up on his ass if need be. I don't know. I'm trying to be good. You know what I'm saying? But she sued him a couple times for the shit. Like, she sued him one time, and then I guess the shit didn't stop or whatever. She sued him again for the shit. And, you know, there's tweets of hers saying that, you know, he made the environment uncomfortable for the groupies and for the artists. And you know it's bad when you make the environment uncomfortable for the groupies. The groupies is there to do groupie shit. How you make the shit uncomfortable for the groupies? All like, what kind of square ass woman detracting motherfucker are you? Like, what is that about? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that just speaks to, you know, when a nigga have a hard time with the ladies, that makes for an angry little man. You know what I'm saying? He's an angry wee little man. Already like 5'5", 5'6", real little man. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, not saying I'm the tallest nigga in the world. I'm 5'10" and some change, damn near 6 feet. But my background a little harder than his anyway, so I can kind of do a few other things with the women that he probably don't get to. That's how that shit go. But I'm saying, man, you know, he a little man. He 5'5", dog. He as tall as a little short little chick out here, man. So you're a real little man, homie. So maybe he ain't getting in the woman department. So he mad that ADOS is on about some getting. Huh? The fuck that shit sound like to you? So, you know, little man, you know what I'm saying? Little guy. Frothing up shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't appreciate it. But anyway, let me get over here in the comments, man. Holla at motherfuckers. Yeah, Talib only 5'5", 5'6", some shit like that. He a little man. Little small, wee little man. Out here mad at the chicks, man. Mad at the world. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get up on the game. I'm showing some comments real quick. You know, I go to the comments and shit after the fact because what? You know, sense of doing it while I'm trying to get my points off. It's just going, I'm going to engage with y'all. Afro Troop, how things been going in the chat, sir? You ain't had to block nobody? You good? You good? Things been good? All right, look like things been good. I ain't seen nobody get taken out. Good. Word. Yeah, so yeah, that means that the work is in play. That's the work we do. Yeah. Who in here talking, man? Afro Troop, salam, my brothers, okay. Talib is an exposed spy. Yeah, looking that way. Talib Kweli, what kind of name is that for a man to have? This is a super moist cake who sold his soul for a few crumbs off master's table. Word up, Anthony Bates. That comment's from Anthony Bates. Word up, Anthony Bates. You know what I'm saying? That name is weird as fuck. I don't know what the fuck that shit mean, man. It's probably means something that we don't know. But, all right. Here we go. Grim Green, faggot ass Talib. Talib is a coon. Talib think we should stand by while he steals our shit and side with white supremacy. All right. Anthony Bates, this is a bootleg that won his heaven under the white man, and he can bring his bitch ass on. Must be related to Travis Scott. That's funny. That's funny. Talib is doing that so he can dry snitch on ADOS, so he can protect illegal immigrants and do his selfish bitch ass shit. Talib is a hoe. He thinks shit sweet. Yeah, that's what the shit coming down to, man. What the fuck wrong with him, man? What the fuck is his problem? That's what we saying, Grim Green. ADOS, the B1 Brigade, and the Israelites ain't dealing with this shit no more. This bitch boy got his nose so far white supremacy ass, he about to be Pinocchio. Yeah. Talib can't get his ass in none of our streams. The best shit to do with this bootleg is to block his ass whenever he come around. Oh yeah, you better believe if he come around, man, because he done spent so much time he just basically trolling the movement now. And I want y'all to get that from this post, that he only exists to troll the shit, because that's the only way he was really gonna see some relevancy. You know, his clip was supposed to come out with an album last year or whatever. Him and Mo supposed to do an album. I guess Mo's like, man, fuck that nigga, man. He can't rap like me. He on that lyrical miracle, spiritual miracle shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga. I'm out here in Africa getting fresh air, nigga. My mind state, I'm meditating out here, man. Fuck that nigga, man. But no, I think Mo said that he was gonna do the album. I think he said he was gonna do the shit. And he was like, man, the shit ain't came out. I don't think they done jumped on to get the shit popping and cracking and dumping yet. I don't think that they done it. But yeah, are there certain trigger words that will get your efforts shut down? You talking to me, Afro Troop? All I know is what they blocked you for saying, my nigga. They blocked me one time when I said that white males are a protected class and black women who are in relationships with white men should be wary of that, because white males can kill black women and get taken in alive by police, and they should not be taken in alive once they kill black women in their little interracial relationships. They blocked that video and took me off motherfucking live for that shit. They did it on that shit. And another one that I did. But, you know. Whole ass motherfucking shit, man, you know. So it's not necessarily words. It's just certain shit you say. They be like, oh, we can't have them saying black women should not be with white men. But when I did the exact video, I said, look, and black men should be wary of fucking with white chicks, because white chicks can get you locked up or killed quicker than any group of women on earth. They let that video slide. It's always no problem to keep that nigger dick away from our white women. There's no problem with that. But no, we need to be able to sexually conquer and infiltrate our seed through the black woman. We will have a chance to have some strong kids if we find a black womb. Let's go ahead and block that shit so don't nobody hear that shit, right? That's what got it blocked, homie. And, you know, so, hey, they got their nut off. They took the shit off. I didn't put that video up again. But those who fuck with those who fuck with my black junk shit, man, y'all know I put that shit over there. That shit's still hanging. What? Yeah, so Anthony Bates, we're talking about black agenda tangibles, if you will. If they ain't talking about that, that ass is blocked. Okay, yeah. Word. That's that ass. Niche LA. Peace, P in chat. The coon was fighting me on Twitter. Niche, you missed my last live, or you didn't reply in my last live when I was asking, but I wanted to know, Miss Niche LA, are you following me on Twitter? Is your name Niche LA and then some other shit on Twitter? Because I think that's you. Ain't too many Niche LAs out there. That's a very unique name. Is all I'm saying. Okay, that's you. Okay, just wanted to be sure. I was like, hold up. Is this who I think it is? Word. Okay. That's the business. Let's see. Where we at? Yo, y'all done went in. I'm trying to touch on a few things, trying to see who's getting on a few things. Bootleg, this, that, and the third, yeah. Punk ass nigga, this, that, and the third, yeah. All politicians getting that text. That faggot Talib don't understand that, yeah. Talib will make a nigga come out their character. He acting like a white supremacist troll, yeah. No loyalty, oh yeah. In New York, they found bodies of people who Yeah. I would believe that, Anthony Bates. I'll believe that. Anthony Bates says in New York, they found bodies of our people who died from literally working ourselves to death. Autopsies showed muscle tissue torn away from the bones and they dropped dead. So who knows? That sounds like some abuse type of shit involved with it. You know what I mean? And, you know, and just the body being worn. That shit is how the shit go. Yeah. Just to get by, just thought he was from Ohio. I don't know. Motherfuckers saying that nigga from fucking Brooklyn went to school in Connecticut. I'm like, all right, that's strange. Connecticut is like, it's like an hour drive away from Brooklyn, I believe, from my researchers here that we pulled up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, Connecticut nigga though, or on some other shit. I don't know. Why does he want to put his people down? Yeah, I bet. Why do we want to do that? What the fuck wrong with him? Why he want to do that shit? Whole ass nigga shit. Bitch made nigga shit. And shit, you know. Not to you know, shit on his lyricism, but I guess to kind of shit on his lyricism, man. Yo, what I've been into this whole week lyrically, I've been into my Lloyd Banks chamber, you know what I'm saying? I've been on anything with PLK on it. That give me hype at the gym. After I get through listening to my Aaliyah and Tony Braxton and shit like that to relax me on the warm-up shit, you know what I'm saying? Then I get into motherfucking Lloyd Banks. He's been on rotation. That Halloween Havoc shit, I've been on that shit this week. What was the one where he did that song with, what's the boy, Alchemist? Banco, BMW boy. They hate me because they in love with the toy. Your critic, my content happens every day where I grew up. Don't be a dumb blogger, nigga, are you high or what? Fuck a liar, I am my heart. You buy my album, then you buy an art like them. I am not, little nigga, I am hot. The writer's watch. Handful of metal and diamond tops. You know what I'm saying? That shit, right? I've been on that throughout the week, man. It ain't been no motherfucking, what's the boy? Talib. You need to find another station in life for the sake of living. Saying, but I had to go on and drop that, y'all, because ain't nobody talking about it. I don't know if nobody gonna get on it, but what the fuck, man? So I might get it y'all a little later. Or I don't know. People was like, hey man, Tariq, he got his cash coming over, man. That don't move me. That don't move me or not. Whether what Tariq do or not, it don't matter. I got quantity I'm trying to put out during the week, you know what I mean? So I don't, whenever I'm in it to get it. But worked out the Shine's album this week. Yeah, that I forget what song that was, but yo, he had a bunch of heat. Shine had heat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on to that shit, man. Probably in the gym tonight, man. I'm finna go for the next few hours, man. Hit that shit up, man. And hell yeah. Yeah. But yo, let me ask y'all this since I got y'all in here tonight. I'm thinking about bringing my 800 number into this bitch, man, where y'all could call in. And have I been at this slanted angle the whole time? Shit. Yo, I'm thinking about bringing my 800 number over here, man. Bringing the 800 number in this bitch where y'all could call me and shit. And you know, y'all just holler at me at the beginning of the show or some shit, or at the ending of the show or whatever. Would y'all like if I brought a number into the shit where y'all could call your boy and just kind of just, you know, where y'all could lend y'all opinion and shit? Type 1 if y'all would like for me to bring a number into this bitch. In the chat, if that's something y'all been thinking about. Because it's something I've been thinking about for a little bit. Like, you know, let me do that. You know what I mean? I brought it up this past summer. I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about bringing a number in this bitch. I had just got rid of one of my 800 numbers just because I wasn't using it. But I was like, man, I might just restart it up again just because for the sake of this channel shit. Like, you know what I mean? And see what the fuck this shit'll move like. Got a few ones, okay. You know what I'm saying? It might be something I'd get into, man. Just for the fuck of it, man. You know, bring a little different flavor to the live cast and shit. I don't think it would be bad. Ain't nothing. But yeah, Don't forget to check out my Teespring. That shit jumping. I got some new prototype shirts I'm finna bring through. That's gonna be the prototype of the full release of this one particular brand of clothing that I'm finna bring to my Rolodex of commerce to y'all. And yo, shit finna make motherfuckers say, "Oh, that nigga did that shit." Oh, it's gonna be one of them things, right? So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. But any fuck way, check me out on Teespring. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. So you know when I'm dropping. Get it, y'all.